Hello.
Wow. Hello, everyone.
Another...
We're back.
We're back again?
Again.
Wow.
For episode 16.
Wow.
Wow. Of the NgoVo Convo podcast One Piece review.
Wow.
Yeah, of the NgoVo Convo
Aren't you
podcast.
proud? This is still going.
This is still going because Harrison's in the juicy stuff. We'll talk about it in a bit. We're two stupids, him and I, make a hype. Am I right?
Hype.
It's hype.
Hype.
It's all hype.
Hype.
All hype. All hype. But if you're new here, we both just want an excuse to talk about anything that ranges from animated comics, but also we're here to clear out Harrison's One Piece backlog that he promised his wife as soon as he got married a year ago.
So she's upholding.
She's upholding the contract. You're upholding the contract, actually.
I was gonna say I'm upholding this. What do you mean?
It.
You're
Yeah.
actually. I was gonna say, if anything, what's the word?
I'm helping.
You're helping. Yeah.
This contract move along. But some would say it's two people conversing.
Like NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo sprout right over there.
Wow. So good.
So good. Oh,
so good. Yeah.
It is pretty nice.
Yeah, it is. You can watch every episode on YouTube or listen to it as a podcast by searching NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo on your podcast servers of choice. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the Amazon Lily arc, which is the chapters 115 to 514 through 524.
Okay.
Sorry. I was like, what numbers are we at? Harrison's about 48% into One Piece.
Thank you for telling the percentages. I appreciate it all the time.
You're welcome. From the last episode, he just went up by 1%.
Yep.
That's as sad as I can say because One Piece is still going.
Hey, man. This is how it's broken up, right? At this point. I actually was surprised that this is technically this short of an arc. Mm-hmm. So.
It was jam-packed, though. We'll get into it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't caught up, if you're not caught up, or if you're rereading, those are the chapters. I'll say them again because I accidentally boo-booed. But chapters 514 until 524. It's just 10 chapters.
And for those watching anime, it's 408 to 421.
Wow.
14 episodes. It's pretty short.
Wow. Fairly short. Yeah. Yeah, just come back in like a day or two. 2 days if you're watching, 1 day if you're reading, because it took me a lunch.
It took me a lunch.
Yeah. As usual, we don't go into non-spoiler thoughts. We kind of just go into spoiler territory because if you're here and your commitment is here, that means you know what's going on, or you just need a refresher, whichever one you want to think about. But Harrison. We left off in the last episode where everyone just got zapped out of nowhere. Am I right?
Yeah.
I'm starting to laugh because I'm just like, this is like the funniest arc to me currently. Luffy got zapped into a exclusively women's only pirate island.
Amazonian women.
And Amazonian, yes. He's in the Amazon Lily Island.
If you hear sirens, that's on my end, by the way.
Oh, yeah. And this is on like the calm belt, so it's kind of in the in-between, between the new and the old world, right? But I just have to know, Harrison, what were your first thoughts as Luffy was getting dropped from the sky into this island?
I didn't know what to expect. Okay, so just to let people know, Veronica tells me the chapters to read. I don't know what it's about. I really don't know what it's about.
Yeah. I don't give him the name or anything. I give him the chapter numbers.
She just tells me to read here to here. I'm like, okay, got it. This is how much I need to read for this episode. Cool.
Yeah.
So when I started reading, I was like, oh, okay, cool, this is fine. And then I was like, wait, Amazonian women. Oh, that's cool. For me, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, we went from, like, mermaid people, and now we're seeing Amazonian women. And I'm like, okay, cool. But where the hell is everyone else?
I mean, we'll get to that in a little bit later.
We will.
But yeah. Isn't it ironic that Luffy
is the one that
Gets
lands here
drops here.
and not Sanji.
Yes, and not Sanji. We'll talk about where Sanji is later, but you know, at the same time where as Luffy's getting dropped and he's getting like he eats these damn mushrooms like he's hungry boy. He's a hungry boy. He's eating the laughing mushroom. He ate like an explosive mushroom. I think he ate enough mushrooms where he grew mushrooms at one point in the panel.
Yeah.
And I think that's where some of the Amazonian women
that's how they find him. Yeah.
Thinking he's a what?
Also a woman. Because they kept saying, oh, she ate so much mushrooms. I was like, oh no, she did.
Yeah, she did.
Uh-oh.
Wink. Wink. Yeah. But as this is going on, you meet a new person. You know, Boa Hancock. Who's an empress.
So, okay, let me just say, as someone that didn't read or wasn't into One Piece at all, I got her and Robin confused.
Really?
I just saw,
Really?
okay, lady with black hair. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So I thought, me knowing that there's a time skip, I thought Boa Hancock was Robin.
Oh, Robin's time skip.
I thought that was her
Got
time
it.
skip look. And I was like,
Okay,
oh, okay.
okay.
Damn, all right, cool, I guess. But then the more I hear, like, I kept seeing images of her, I'm like, I don't think that's Robin. That doesn't make sense.
The cleavage was too much, I think. But I'll let you figure that out for Robin later.
Oh my god.
No, but Boa Hancock. Yeah. Did you like her powers?
Her powers really. So in general, is her power passive as well? I'm asking this because she does the whole like the love food thing, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that's her activating it. But people just like swoon over her. Is that just because she's naturally like hot, or is that because of the power as well?
It's a little bit of both, but I think
bit.
it's because she's naturally hot.
Naturally
and like
hot.
you know
Okay,
how like
yes.
how she like perceives herself
Yes.
and like you know how she stands her ground and just kind of how she looks too. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you need to watch this arc too.
I need to.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, ever since the last arc, I'm probably gonna start
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
One Piece, like straight up.
Yeah. No, this is one is good because you need to hear Boa Hancock. You understand?
Yeah, I agree.
Did you like how there was that one like captain and then like his whole crew was just stoned and he was like, no! He just stabs himself. Because, you know, fear and pain doesn't make you fall in love with someone.
Yeah, you're busy with some other the other receptors.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But what's interesting that we found out was that Ace is getting executed.
yes.
And that's why they need Boa Hancock.
Also the fact that she's one of the 7 warlords.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Crazy.
It's crazy to see who's a warlord and who's not at this point. I was just like, what is going on?
What's going on?
But that's why.
Here?
But they came to get her to come back, right? Essentially,
Yeah.
to Mainford.
Yeah. Just to meet up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and as that's going on, the girls were sexually harassing Luffy on accident.
I mean,
No, truly on accident.
Accident, yeah, because they don't know
truly.
anything about a dude.
They don't know. No, yeah. And their one rule is that men
Are
who
not
step on
allowed.
this island should be unalived. Should be
Yes, off the
should
bat.
just be offed. So yeah, did you like that bath scene? The cleaning, the like taking like the mushrooms off.
Yeah, because they're
And then
like,
when they got to his mushroom,
they're like, oh, there's this one between his legs, but it's just stretching, and I'm like, oh, that answers the question. That
yeah,
answers a very important question. I
Yeah,
have. All right,
yeah.
cool. And then they're all like, what's that? Oh, these are my family jewels. I love the girl that's like writing notes about men. And like,
Yes,
she's just like,
she's
"Oh,
like the
so
news
men do
reporter.
this."
She's
Yeah,
like,
she's
men
so
do
men
this.
do this, and
Yeah.
men do this, and I'm like, yes, we do.
Yes, you guys are stretchy. And
Even Luffy at some points was just like, is this gonna take too long to explain? So I'm just gonna say yes. And I'm like, even he gets it.
yeah. I like how they're like, take off your family jewel, and Luffy's like actually acting like a guy. He's like, I can't.
You want me to die? You could trying to kill me?
Oh man.
I bet you. So yeah, because he's like just presenting himself because he's like naked. Yeah. But I bet you like in the anime it's even funnier because in the manga he's just like there and they're like, like what?
Yeah, it's so much funnier.
Okay, I need to watch.
Oh my gosh. Right. But yeah, you know, obviously they try to kill him. He escapes. I just have to know what your thoughts, because at some point he meets Boa Hancock.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of
he's
drops
trying to
in.
run away. Well, because he was trying to get out, trying to find a ship, right? So.
Yeah, try and get back to his friends, who he supposedly thinks are still back at Salbody.
Salbody? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I need your initial interactions between Boa Hancock and Luffy.
I only vaguely remember seeing this scene like shown on like conventions, as in like some people have drawn it, or like I see like
and it's memed,
or it's memed as hell.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's when I was like, this is not Nico Robin. But at some points I kept mixing her up because again I was like, I don't know this actually. You know what? I don't know what's going on. But I think it's the funniest thing because then she's like, she tries to seduce him or does whatever, and he's just like,
he's immune.
He's immune
to the Riz.
No. She doesn't have enough. He's got too much Riz.
He got too much Riz.
Because this man pulled someone. She's like down bad.
Yeah, he pulled someone for sure, but it's not like mutual. It's not mutual at all.
On which side?
You're right. But that bath scene was hilarious.
That bath scene was so funny. And because his logic of, I need to find someone who's in charge. Tallest building. Got it. And I'm like, yeah. Yes, but.
Kind of makes sense. Kind of.
Almost there. You know what?
Almost there. He was almost there. Yeah. But down the line, we actually, he gets into this fight, like this arena, basically. This like Roman arena.
Because they caught him.
Yeah.
And everything.
Did you like the rope? It was made out of snakes.
Yeah.
All the pets here are like snake-like.
Yeah. Because she's like the snake princess.
Like the snake princess, yeah.
Yeah.
So everything's kind of like made out of snake, or like people are like snake looking.
The sisters are her, because she has two sisters and they're both snake looking.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, they get into this arena. They have to fight. Like Luffy has to fight for his life, basically.
Yeah.
One of the important questions is, do you have any questions on this Supreme King hockey situation?
No, just hockey in general? Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, okay. It's cool. They're finally explaining it because I was just sitting here because he was like,
a little bit.
They're like they're like, this weapon's imbued with hockey, or they even just mentioned like this man, like does this. They all talk about hockey and he has this much strength without hockey, and I'm like, what's going on? What? And then
I feel like the animation is going to be a lot better for you to see it instead of like.
Yeah, I think it'll be better to see, but because they have to explain how like the weapon is imbued with hockey, and that's why whenever he gets hit, he's like, wait, he's like, wait, I'm rubber. This usually doesn't hurt. What's going on?
Yeah.
So, and then finally, like he lets loose, and he's just because she, Boa Hancock, essentially petrifies a few of the girls that saved Luffy.
A few of the girls, yeah.
So when the two sisters were about to destroy him, he just yelled stop, and that's the moment when they alluded to it. They show it off a little bit better before, so I had an idea when some of the people passed out. I was like, that was hockey. Okay, now I'm kind of getting it now. Okay, this kind of makes sense a little bit. All right, cool.
Cool.
But holy shit. But then they're like, oh no, this is the what was it? What'd you call it?
Supreme King
hockey.
Yeah.
And that only certain people have it, and Boa has it.
Yep.
I'm confused.
You just have questions now about hockey. Okay. Interesting. I think the animation, you'll definitely get a better idea.
Animation probably gets way better at this point, right?
And down the line, they actually like tweaked it a bit so you could see it better.
Oh, okay. In the manga?
I won't say any more. In the anime.
Oh, in the
anime.
anime.
And in the manga. And in the manga.
Okay.
But like manga was like more slow, but like anime, like obviously animation
has to show it
a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
So I think at the beginning when you start watching, you might still be confused a little bit, but down the line you'll get it. You will get it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So hockey's on your radar. That's something.
But this finally got explained a bit more.
A bit better. Yeah.
Or just
so
more
now
info
you can notice like Rayleigh used it in a different way.
Yes.
And now the sisters used it in another way. So just keep that locked in.
Low key just let it loose for a little, like 2 seconds.
2 seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in Luffy fashion, he just wants to save people. Mm-hmm. He literally doesn't care about himself.
No, he does not.
Yeah, Boa Hancock was like, I gave you 2 options. 1, to save them. 2, to leave this island with me.
Instantly like, all right, nice, thanks. Save them.
Yeah. And he has like that goofy, like, Luffy smile.
He even bowed, like he bowed, like slammed his head against the floor. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
Luffy, yeah.
And even like the grandma was like, wow, someone with that hockey like bowed so easily. I was like, nice. Hell
yeah. And then the grandma finding out that he's Monkey D. Luffy is probably the most hilarious thing. Because she's like, are you this kid?
It's like, yeah. Well, you've been busy.
Yeah. He's been very busy. Very, very busy. But yeah, obviously, like, the grandma, who is a former empress of this island, and Luffy, they start talking, right? And Luffy finally knows about Ace being where, Harrison?
Being held at, was it Mainford? Is that what it's called?
Impel Prison.
Impel Prison. That's right.
Yeah.
They kept saying
it's connected.
Okay.
There's a map that showed like
there was a map
triangle.
and it showed where he's being held, and then
and also where like Luffy is, and also where like Salvati is.
Yeah.
Like it just shows.
Which
everything.
is near like the base to like get across.
Yeah. So this is getting a little complicated.
Yeah.
But that Ace's VV card, if you remember, that was given to Luffy, is getting smaller.
Like way smaller.
Smaller. But Luffy needs to find a way to not, get to Ace now. In Luffy fashion, who does he have to ask? Boa Hancock.
Which, in the meantime, came down with a sickness, right?
Yeah. What illness was that?
Love sick, or what did they call it? They called it like, they said something, but I think it was just love, right?
It was just like love. A love sickness.
Yeah.
She was down bad for Luffy, that's all.
Yeah, love sickness that comes to it, and it's just like, it was so funny. She's like,
she said yes to everything he asked for.
But before that, didn't they explain the marking on her back?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Because that was the part where I was like the entire time. Yeah, because the entire time they kept talking about how they have like the Gorgon eyes and all that.
Yeah.
They have they're cursed and they'll petrify people.
But they were slaves.
I was like, whoa, because to the celestial dragons. So that's like the mark, right?
Yeah.
Essentially. Dang. This is getting like intense.
Connected
and intense.
Somewhat.
I was like, okay.
I guess you can see why they don't like men.
But then that's why yes, that's they said like they were tortured and all this stuff, or like, so it makes sense why they hate men. And then they mentioned the how Hachi had a mark too. So he was a part of the Sun Pirates or something, or
Tiger Pirates.
The tiger, well, they had the symbol of the sun that was originally also the claw, the celestial
part of
dragon.
The claw of the
They just changed it. I thought that was crazy. I thought that was cool. I thought I was like,
the connections are connecting.
So much is happening.
It's all connecting.
So good.
I was so excited because you get to see a new warlord that you have never seen before, and I don't know if you skipped over it.
No, so all of them are there, right? Except there's the sixth one that's not cooperating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You just saw like a silhouette.
Silhouette, yes. Just a silhouette. And how he doesn't want to cooperate.
Yeah. I'm excited for you to see him.
Okay.
The silhouette's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Also seeing Garp again.
Yeah. Visiting Ace.
Yeah. Visiting Ace.
Just doing whatever he wants. Because Sengoku's like, where's this guy? What the heck?
Listen. Garp can do whatever he wants. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But before we get to the Garp and Ace conversation, Luffy's creative when he wants to be sneaky.
Yes. Because Boa's going to actually leave and help him go, right?
And
go to the meeting.
Yeah. And he just latches right onto her.
I bet you she's loving it though.
She's loving it.
She's like, my man's holding me.
Do you like how every panel that when they're on the Navy ship, she's just like staring at him and just like blushing
or blushing,
or
like blushing away and all. Yeah. She's so infatuated and it's so funny.
It's really funny.
I bet you it's funny in the anime, huh?
No, it really is. You need to watch it. It is so funny. It's like over the top funny.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so Luffy's sneaking his way in. Which, like Grandma said, no pirate chooses to go into Impel prison on their own. They usually get captured, right? So Luffy's going on another adventure without his crew, actually.
And actually, this is like the biggest split up, is it not?
They're all split.
Yeah.
Up.
Like usually they split up for like random stuff, but this is legit like
and in groups. And they usually split up in groups.
But this one's
now they're just split up. Like split up. And each person from the crew is dropped somewhere that would benefit them.
Yeah.
At some point, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna name it. Nami is in Sky Island again in Weatheria.
Yeah.
Because that Frankie's
that's like off of Sky Island, right?
Yeah, it's a smaller island.
It's like a small island, not Skypiea per se.
It's not Skypiea, but still part of Sky Island.
Yeah.
Like they said. Frankie's in Mechanical Island.
Yep.
Sanji's in Peachy Island.
Yes.
I don't know how peachy that is.
He's in hell.
Him.
I thought that was funny.
Did you see all the women in the background?
I thought it was hilarious. I was like, this is hilarious.
Usopp is ironically in Bowen Island, which steals things from humans and stuff, as this guy was like explaining it.
Oh.
Like plants
and
stuff.
He did explain it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Brooks
was summoned
as a
Satan
demon.
Was summoned.
Yes, in Lazy Bones Island, where yet again he asked to look at panties.
Hey, they gave it. They're like, quick.
I feel like the ear scratcher for you might be Robin, because she's in the Nation of Laborers right now, and she's actually technically caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like actually caught. Yeah.
Yeah. Chopper's in this cute little island called Treasure Island. He's ruled by birds. He's gonna get eaten. He's gonna be made out of soup again. And Zoro is in Gloom Island, which is where that girl Perona was in the Thriller Bark. That's where she got zapped.
I got confused because I thought he went back to Thriller Bark for some reason. I was like, wait, what? And then I had to reread the island again. Huh? Yeah, I was like, oh, wait, that's cool.
Yeah. So they're all very much split up. Do you have thoughts on how this very much split up is going to end up?
I mean, now I don't know, because this is actually the first time they're split up. Yeah. And I can't imagine them meeting back yet, like right away.
Yeah.
Because right now Luffy said he's like, sorry guys, I got to go save my brother. So his focus is getting into Ace at this point.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, towards the end, navies, they're, in the headquarters. Some warlords are where they're supposed to be at in the meeting.
Yeah.
But Garp visiting Ace and saying that, the navies have pissed off the king of the seas.
Yeah. What? What a... Yes.
But that's a callback to the grandma saying that Luffy's going to be like this little ant in this war, right?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Because the war is upon them,
yeah.
literally. Yeah. But yeah. This was a very small arc, but I think it was impactful for what's going
There's a lot
going on.
Like, a lot was mentioned or revealed.
Yeah.
Which, of course, I want to know more. And then this is getting pretty
This is getting
big.
good.
It's getting good.
And I have to say, Ace is your wife's favorite character, my favorite character. I will not spoil anything, but I will just say, hope you cry. Hope you enjoy your adventure.
We'll see.
Eat your words, my friend. But for once, I don't have to ask Harrison to read because he's just going to actually keep reading because it's actually interesting.
Yep, it is.
Only took about 400-ish chapters.
Which is a hard sell for most people, I will say.
Yeah.
But
when you say 400 chapters, yeah.
Yeah. It's when you say 400 or 500 chapters or 400 episodes, right? Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's a hard sell, but I get it.
No, but you kind of get it, right?
I get it.
Yeah. Are you predicting anything because of where Luffy's going?
I just think shit's about to go down with how much they're revealing with the Navy and like the warlords and like because they're all like they panned over them for like really quick.
Oh, yeah.
Because it showed Smoker too, and then the
other
lady, I forgot her name also. But,
his lieutenant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. The other one. That's.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot her name also, but yeah.
Yeah. Smoker still good looking.
I love how like even my wife said the same thing. She's like, "You notice how the art got better? Because look how good Smoker looks."
Yes, I was thinking that. I was like, "Yes, looks good."
Same brain cell.
In One Piece, yeah.
100%.
But yeah, okay. I'm excited to see where you go.
Yep.
Next arc.
So much is going on. It seems like, or the buildup is happening.
It's happening. It's real. The One Piece is real. That's all I have. I don't know if that's all you have.
That's all I got. For now.
More questions probably.
Yeah,
later.
I have a lot of questions, but we'll wait till later.
Yeah. But thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, X, Twitter, Threads, and Facebook. Yeah. At NgoVo Convo, NgoVo Convo. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button. And subscribe. It's a big red button below me. Like button below me. Not the dislike button, though. Just like it. Even if you dislike it, just like it. That's all that matters.
Easy.
And just let us know how we're doing. What do you want to see next? Comment down below if Harrison should keep reading right now.
I think it's a yes. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Don't spoil anything for him.
Please don't.
That's all I'll say. Let us know what you want to see next. What do you want us to read, play, review, watch, all the good stuff. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.